Hello my wonderful people, I hope you're all doing great. Welcome to my channel Sew with Agnes. I am Agnes. So today we are going to sew an off-shoulder 2-layer dress. So I have this beautiful shiny material. Actually in Sierra Leone we call it Good Luck Jonathan. It's shiny at the right side, so beautiful. I have 3 yards of it. I'm going to use it for the 2 layers. Then I have this African print. In Sierra Leone we call it cotton. I have 2 yards, which is 1 lapper. That's how they measure it in Sierra Leone. 1 lapper it's equals to 2 yards. Then I have my lining, because I'm going to line in the upper. So let's start. So I folded both the main fabric and the lining. The main fabric is under, then the lining is on top. I like to cut them like that. The amount of fabric I folded is I use the biggest part of my upper, which is my bust. My bust is 40. I divided it by 4 because we have to cut the back and the front, and this is on fold. So on fold is 10, which is 40 divided by 4, 10. Then I add 3 inches seam allowance, because 1 inches for the dart. I'm going to give it a normal dart, then 2 inches for seam allowance, so it's 13. This is what I have here, 13 inches for both the lining and the main fabric. And the lining is on top of the main fabric. I'm going to cut them together. So it's an off shoulder, so I've drawn my line, 1/2 inches. On top of the line I place my tape rule. I remove 4 inches. You can remove 5 or 6, but the highest you can go is 6. So I will do 5. I will do 4, and the 4 inches is on top of the 1/2 inches line. So I'll mark my upper is 6.5. I'll make it 7, add 0.5 inches. Then the bust line, I'm going to mark the vertical lines first. The bust, my bust is 11 point plus half, that is 11.5. Then the under bust is 14, make it 14.5. Then the half length is 15, so 15.5. Then I'll add 2 inches for joining, 17.5. So this is 7, this is 11.5, 15.5, 15.5, then 17.5, and I will connect them. My shoulder is 16 inches, divided by 2 is 8, but since it's an off shoulder we reduce it by 1 inch, so it's 7. Then I'll add 1/2 inch seam allowance, that is 7.5. My bust span is 7.5. 7.5. We divide it by 2. We have 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Measure it up to the bust line. Then we add 1/2 inch. This is for the dart. We add 1/2 inch. So this is the line. It's a normal dart. So this is our new dart line. Then we'll come down by 1 inch for his at the bust area. Then we'll mark 1/2 inch on both sides. We already have this 1/2 and connect it. So this is our dart. So we'll mark our horizontal lines now. For our bust is 10. Then we'll add 3 because we have 1 inch for the dart, then 2 inches for seam allowance, so it's 13. I'll mark the 13 here. Then I'll connect this and make it straight or curve, or make it straight. Do the same 13 here. Then this is the under bust. The under bust is 35.5. If you divide it by 4, 35. Nine quarter. Plus 3, because this one plus add it on 3 inches. So the half length is 36. Divided by 4 is 9. It's 9. Plus the 3. You connect. The neck depth. Okay, and this is make it 3. The neck depth, I'll make it 2 inches. Then I'll connect it to the cut. I'll notch that area cut for the back. So this is I folded the back as well the same way, but I've marked 1.5 inch seam allowance for the 1.5 inch allowance for the zipper. So I've placed the front panel on top of the zipper line, the 1.5 inch zipper line. I will connect the lines. I will extend these lines. I will extend all my lines. Extend my lines. We'll connect them. So this is the neckline, the shoulder line. Yeah, it's the neck width. So for the back, I'll come down by 1 inch. And I'll connect it. I'll come down by 1 inch. My bust span is 7.5. Yeah, then. But first, I'll go up for the back. I'll go up by 1 inch here. So that the back will rest properly, and the zipper area will not be bulky. Then I'll come in by 1/2 inch to make it rest, let the zipper rest properly at the back. Then I'll connect this one, the 1/2 inch, connect it to the upper, this upper line. Then I'm going to take my dart now for the back from this line and all other horizontal measurements. So my dart is the bust span is 7.5. So when you divide it by 2 is 3.375. So you place it at this 1/2 inch line. Up to the bust line. As we did for the, I always like to bring my back dart up to the shoulder. So I'll bring it up again. Bring this up. Then I'll add half inch. So this is the new I'll just leave it like that. I'll just use this one half. I'll just connect it because I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off. And when I'll add the allowance, because I'm going to join them after cutting it off. I'm going to join them, so I'll add the allowance to this end. So because it's up, I bring it up here, I will add another ½ inch here because I've made a mistake about that the last time. ½ inch here, then my bust is 10. When you divide it by 4, it's 40 divided by 4 is 10. Then we'll add this ½ inch plus this one plus the 2, so I will make it 3 as well, 3 inches. So this is 9 3/4. Okay, the same with the bust 10. Make it 13. Okay. And this is 9 3/4. That is 35 divided by 4. That's 3. This is 2. To add. So the waist is 35. The half length is 36 divided by 4 is 9. Plus 3. And I'll connect them. Now cut. Okay. So we have the back and the front. The front. So I'll sew my darts first, all the darts, the front darts and the back darts. I'll sew them first. So I've sewn the darts. See the back dart straight up. The I've sewn the half inch. The back, both of the back. Now you have 2 pieces for the main fabric and 2 pieces for the lining as well. I've also sewn the lining, the darts for the lining. And this is the front. I've sewn the darts as well. This is the lining, and this is the main fabric. I've sewn the darts as well. So I'll sew the neckline now for both the back and I'll sew the neckline. I'll sew it and top stitch it for the back and the front. You have to place it right side facing each other. Sew 1/2 inch for both the back and the front. Sew the lining together. That is the lining of so the neckline, sorry, the neckline, that the lining and the main fabric, put them together like this, right sides facing each other, and sew. Then after you top stitch all of them. That is the seam to the lining. So I've sewn the neckline, then I've top stitch it. I notch it. After sewing, I notch it and top stitch it. That is all the seam. I sew them on top of the lining. That is top stitching. See, the same thing for the back, for both the back, so that the lining will not show outside. After ironing it, you will see it. But before that, I will go and sew the zipper area. I will go and close the zipper area for the back. I'll close this area. I'll turn it again, right sides facing each other. Close this zipper area, close this area as well. Then I'll turn them over. I'll also close here the armhole area. I'll close all of them and turn them over. Do the same thing for the other back. I will do the same thing for the front as well. Turn it, so the armhole area and the sides. So I've sewn them. This is the front panel. So I've sewn neckline. I've ironed it neatly. The armhole area, look at the side, both of them, and neatly this. These are the back. So I've sewn them. The zipper area. So on the back. So I'll place right side for the back. I'm going to join them. Right side facing each other. The 1 inch, this, sew them this 1 inch line. It's 1.5, but I've already used the half for to close it. So okay, it's 1/4. Okay, then after I'll cut the 2 layers now. The first layer, the second layer. That's the skirt area. So I've cut out the 2 layers. The length of the dress is 40. Then the half length is 15. So 40 minus 15 is 25. So I divided it by 2. I have 12.5. So each of them is 12.5. But for the first layer, which is the upper one, I added 1.5 inches, so it's 14. So 12.5 plus 14 plus 1.5 is 14. Then the second one, and the first one is 14 inches long. 14 inches long. Then the width is 71. I use 71 because I take my hip measurement is 40. I divided it by 1.5, which is 67.5. but I added the remaining one, which is 71 now. So it's 71 by 14 inches. 71 inches by 14 inches. Then the second layer is 16 inches. 16 inches, that means I added 2 inches for the hemming allowance, because this one will be at the bottom. I added 2 inches, and the width for it is 103.5. So this 67, okay, I made it 60 by 1.5, so I have 90. Then I added the remaining, so I will get it fuller. So this is 105, but I use my measurement. Then the one I have for the first layer, I multiplied by 1.5 as well, but I added little there, little inches, so that it will be more fuller. So this is 103.5 by 16. That is the second layer. The first layer is 71 inches by 14. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this, the first layer, I'm going to fold it like this, about 3/4 inches like this. Then I will stitch it round up to the end, to the last end. I will stitch it about 3/4. Then later I will gather them. I will gather it, this one, I will gather it to the measurement of my waistband, which is 35. I will gather it that way. Then this one too, I will gather it the same way. I will first of all remember we left 2 inches seam allowance, 2 inches for hemming, so I will hem the 2 inches at the bottom. Then at the top of it, I will do the same thing. I will hem the top 3/4 inches. I will sew it up to the end. Then I will gather it at this top. I will gather it at the top. You don't gather them at the bottom, just for the top. Okay, let me do it. So I've joined this together at the back and the front using my measurement, that is the waistline, which is 35, the bust, which is 40, dividing them by 4. And I've joined them now. I've also ironed the two sides. So this is the bodies. This is the bodies. Off shoulder bodies. Okay. Then I've hemmed this upper part. This is the first layer. I've joined it. I've hemmed it and gathered it. That's it. This 14. Yeah, it's now 12.5 by 35. I'm going to attach it to the bodies. So what I will do, I will open this zipper area. I will open the zipper area. And give it a loose stitch. So I'm going to open it first. Yeah, I'll open it. It's a loose stitch. Then I'll open it like this. I'll notch the center. notch the center of the bodice. Then I will find the center, so I will not notch it because I will not notch it. I'll just mark with the chalk inside, with the wrong side. But I'll first of all fix these two together. So this is the second layer. I've aimed the bottom. I've aimed the bottom, then the top I've aimed the 3/4 inch, then I've gathered it. I gathered it to the length of this first layer, the bottom length of this first layer. It's 71. So I'll locate the midpoint. I'll join them first before joining both of them to the bodies. I'll locate the midpoint. Locate the midpoint. Then I'll notch this because it doesn't have any hemming, so I'll notch it. So I'll place it like this, right sides facing each other. Right sides. This is the right side of the first layer. And this is the right side of the first layer. I'll place the wrong side of the first layer to the notch part of this. I'll place it like this. I'll place this mark, place it on top of it, the 1/2 inch. Then I'll sew it right from. I'll sew it up to the two ends. Let me pin it down. I'll sew on top of this line. Let me do that first before joining them to the upper. So I've joined both of them, the first and the second layer. The skirt is finished. Look how beautiful it looks. Beautiful, beautiful. This is so nice. So I'm going to attach them to the bodies now. I'm going to place it like this, the right side, and I've notched it, notched the center. I've also marked the center of this, but on the wrong side. I'm going to place it just like I did. I'm going to place it like this. I'm going to sew on this line. I'm going to sew it right through. Okay. So I've joined everything. The upper. Join everything. How beautiful this dress is. And the 2 layers. Now time for the sleeves. Let me do the sleeve and show you. So this is the sleeve. I folded it into two. My armhole is 20. I'm going to do a puff sleeve, normal puff sleeve, not off shoulder puff sleeve. My armhole is 20, so I multiply it by 1.5 because I want it not too full. 1.5, so I have 30. So I folded this. 30 divided by 2 is 15, but I have 17 here. 2 inches for seam allowance. Then the length also I multiply it by 1.5. The length is 10. I multiply by 1.5, so I have 15. So I'll mark my 15. 15 plus 2 inches. Then my cap's height is 4 point. I will use 4.5. This is my bust divided by 12 plus 1 inch. I have 4.33, but I'll make it 4.5. So I'll mark 4.5. It's a normal sleeve, normal puff sleeve. So the round measurement is 13. 13 divided by 13 by my round measurement where the sleeve is going to stop is 13. With 13 multiplied by 1.5, I have 19.5. 19.5 divided by 2 is 9¾ So I'll mark it here at this 17 inches, this ME line, 9¾ Then I'll add 2 inches because I added 2 here as well. So I'll put my 15, 17 and I'll connect it. This is the sleeve, one sleeve. I'm going to cut it to do the other one. So gather them, gather to have to be puff. Just want it simple. Simple. Cut the other one now. So I'll cut the other one. I'll iron them, cut the other one, iron them, then I'll puff it to the armhole. I will gather them to gather the armhole area to the armhole measurement, then I'll gather the round measurements. I'll gather it to the measurements I want it to stop. Them, so I've gathered them. This is the bottom part. to rest to the round sleeve area. Then this is the top for the armhole area. I've gathered them. This is 22, 20 plus 2 inches seam allowance. This is 13. I'll leave it as 13, so it will be fitted right at my arm. Then I've done for the other sleeve as well. I've also go ahead to cut out bias strips, sorry, to put bias on them, both the armhole area and the round area. I'll make a tutorial later on how to cut out the bias stripes. So I've gathered them, I've gathered the puff sleeve. So then I cut out bias and I'll attach it to close the seam. Let it be neat, both the armhole area and the down part. See how neatly it looks. So this is how it's going to. I'll join it to the bodies. I'll do a tutorial later on how to cut a bias. See the bias then neatly done. I'm going to fix them now on the dress. So our dress is finished. Look at the sleeve, the puff sleeve, simple and nice. Then I've also fixed the zipper at the back. This dress is so beautiful. At the front and off shoulder. So the dress. Thank you so much, my wonderful people, for watching through to this end. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. You can try it, because nothing attempted, nothing achieved. See you again in my next tutorial. I love you guys. Stay blessed and have a fruitful time. I love you. Boku boku. Bye bye.